Hello, good evening, everybody. And after a little break, I'm back to do mini readings. Hello, Bernadette. Hello, Lucinda. Hello, Lors and Maria. Hello, thank you for joining. And okay, we go back. Hello, Autumn, Shim. Thank you for joining, everybody. And the mini readings will last between 3 and 5 minutes. Hello, Helen, and hello, Donna. Um, between 3 and 5 minutes. But I'm sure they're going to be a little bit longer. And um, the way I read,
Hi everybody, sorry about this. I think Fulvia's lost internet signal. Just let me turn my light off. There you go, you can see me better now. I think Fulvia's lost internet connection, so we'll just wait a few minutes, see if she can log back on. I hope you're all well and had a good week. Excuse me, didn't expect to do that. I hope you've had a good week and you're enjoying your weekend so far. I know the weather's been a bit damp and miserable here today with a few sunny spells, but yeah, let me know what you've all been up to. Hope you all had a good Easter. Hopefully we'll be able to get Fulvia back in a few minutes. I will just message her. Just bear with me. I think she may have lost internet connection. This happened yesterday. Oh, here we go. I'm back.
it went.
It went.
The StreamYard went blank.
Oh, very odd. All right, I'll leave you to it. Fulvia's back,
All right.
everybody.
All right. Hello. Sorry for the short interruption. So, as I was saying, the readings are mini readings lasting between 3 and 5 minutes. I will be timing them because I would like to do as many reading as I can. And there are some things I don't touch upon, which are health, mainly health, financial advice, marital advice, and legal advice, and prophecies. And all the rest you can ask. Nearly everything. And usually I start from the first comment that it has been posted, and then whoever I feel drawn to. I also use as a crutch the good tarot and the spirit animal oracle, and the shaman's dream oracle. Okay, if you want to prepare a question to ask, in case I come to you, something you need to know at this moment. I know it should be the other way around, but time constraints, um, um, you know, for this reason, I'd rather you to ask a question. Okay, Linda, let's start with Linda Owen. Mm, Hi, is Linda still here, first and foremost? Because I know that with all the delay, and could be Linda. Um, Hello, Linda, and let me start the timer as well. Sorry. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Um. Hi, Linda. How are you? Nice to see you again. Um. Hello, Linda. Where are you? I know you said hello. Um. Hi, Linda. What's your question? And please, I would be, if you could be, I don't want to say, if you could be responsive at the keyboard, this is, would help. Um, Getting things a little bit faster. Otherwise, if you don't post a question, I will draw a card and see what happens, or see what I'm drawn to. That's great, Linda. Do you have a question? Thank you, thank you. Okay, Linda, I am sure, I'm sure your mom is fine. And another thing about with mediumship, I can't I can't guarantee who comes through. I can guarantee who comes through, Linda. So Um, okay, let's see. And please, everybody, this is for everybody. In case you ask for a mediumship, I can't guarantee who comes through. And the spirit world knows that I'm here and you're here, so your loved ones, think about them, invite them, um, make an appointment with them. So I'm sure they will come. They will come through. Let's see, Linda. Okay, Linda. Would you understand, Mom, being a practical lady? Um, above all, at home, and above all at home and in the family, with practical things that related to the family, how she managed the household, the expenses. Um, I have this lady with me that she makes me aware. She makes me aware of this. I feel with this lady. I am, I have a fairly strong character, and my focus is very much on my children, very much on my family. My family is very important to me, and um, even if at times mom seemed to be too, maybe too strict. Uh, but your mama makes me feel nearly it was at times it was necessary for her to have um, to have the household, the situation, and the children. She wanted things to be done in her own way, in a certain way, so she could come across a little bit stricter. But your mama makes me aware that everything she did came out of love, came out of she wanted the good, the good for good. She wanted good for her children, and she meant good. And I know, mom. Now she's talking about making decisions, and at times making decisions for her um, was a weight on her shoulders, because it nearly feels like she felt a lot the responsibility of making these decisions, Linda. um, um, because mom knows that this decision um, would would be important because mom makes me aware that we're related to you, to the children, to her children. um, mm, I don't know. Now your mom is bringing me in the kitchen, and is bringing me in the kitchen, and I know, she shows me cooking something that is very much like a stew or broth, something warm. It's not a soup, because I know there are different. There's also meat in it, um, and um, she would make sure that everybody was fed, well fed, and I know that mom paid attention on what she bought, and she would buy fresh things, fresh vegetables, um, good good meat. And that also, mom makes me aware that was important, to feed their children with good fresh food. um, and also, um, and now your mama shows me a side of her. She's laughing, and she had also this soft. She had obviously this soft side, and this other side of her, um, and let me see what she wants to show me. Um, she was, Linda, mom was very um, pleased when your children would do good at school, and that was, she makes me feel a sense of being proud, and give the opportunity to my children, to do good in her life. And so, all my efforts and all the work that I'm doing has a purpose here. Okay. um you know um Mom is saying, Linda, mom is saying something like, she's talking about passing. I know that you will understand this. The things didn't go how they should have gone. Um, but mom is saying also, don't dwell on that. Um, don't dwell on that, and um, move away from it. Um, Mom makes me aware there are still questions, mm, that that don't have an answer yet. Um, but she's coming through, Linda, to, like, saying, you know, it was. She's not saying it was supposed to go in that way, um, but it's like inviting you to let go, Linda, if you can understand this. Um, and I would like to thank you, Linda, and to thank your mom. Okay. Okay. Um, Paula Marin Munoz. Okay, I see, Linda. I see. You're welcome. You're very welcome, Linda. Um, Paula, mm, Paula Marie Munoz. Is Paula still here? Is Paula still here? Hi. Hi, Paula. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Hi, Paula. What's your question? Do you have a question to ask? Or do you want me to? And obviously, I'm very grateful for all of you joining this evening. Thank you very much. Whatever spirit wants you to know. Okay, let's see. Look, Paula, the hi Rose, how are you? I'm feeling drawn to use the oracle now, and I'm sure spirit because I feel a lot of um there are a lot of spirit is coming through. I can feel their presence actually. Um, Now, Paula, let's see. Um, okay, this is Paula. This is the Panther spirit, and it says reclaim your power, which is um, um, okay, Paula. And with this animal oracle, I'm also becoming aware of a lady coming through, and this lady feels okay. Let me see what. mm, Okay, Paula. You would understand a lady in the spirit world, um, who had a mobility problem, and maybe and possibly a limp on her right leg, her right foot, um, because mm because that's how I feel. This lady is coming closer to me, and mm, this lady has really a soft, I feel with her a soft energy, a soft nature, and um, soft nature, but but at the same time, very determined, a determined lady. There was two sides of her character. One was the soft one, and one was the one that when there was a need to speak or to say something, she would not shy away from expressing herself. Um, and okay, this is okay. Is mom? Well, your mom is, makes me feel all these qualities, um, uh, personality traits about her. And with mom as well, with your mom as well, I know that her family was important. The family was like at the first place in her priorities. But your mom also makes me aware that later in life, when her children grew up, and they left home, everybody had their own families. She makes me aware, like, nearly, um, she she makes me aware, nearly like she lived her second life. And I feel, your mom makes me aware because she shows me a world map. And she makes me aware of traveling. And um, and I know mom is, Paula, mom is not regretting anything. It's like saying, she's saying, when the children were, grown up, they had their own family. I uh, I wanted to enjoy my life as well. So she showed me the world map. And I think, no, sorry, she makes me aware that she traveled a little bit. Um, I, okay, your mommy shows me um, you started travel by yourself at 14. Um, would you understand your mom traveling after, let's say, when you and your siblings were had left home? Would you understand this with mom, Paula? Because the feeling that is coming with your mom is that, mm, and if it's you, would you understand traveling to Europe? um, would you understand that you traveled to Europe? Because I was shown a flight from, a flight to Europe, from one continent to another continent. So I'm not sure if the symbology is only traveling, or they want, your mom want me to know a precise destination. Um, she was born in Italy. Well, she showed me. Okay, she showed me Europe. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Mm, okay. Okay, Paula, would you understand that mom had, because your mom makes me aware she is in spirit and she is with her sister. And I know, I know mom was very close. She makes me aware she was very close with this sister, particularly. Um, mm, with and it's like it feels like she wants you to know who she is with. Um, And I know that Mama would love during the summer spend her time because she shows me a garden. Um, okay, she shows me. Okay, Mommy shows me a garden with lights, um, and it feels like it's summertime. And I know that I'm sitting outside and I am enjoying the fresh air, and um, because I know that I would, the heat would be very very hot during the day. I'm asking your mom. Okay, your mom is bringing back the memory of family reunion, um, family. I don't. Yeah, family reunion. With the children and the grandchildren. Um, it might not be all together. Maybe some would visit at different times, but she was always happy um, to to have her children and her grandchildren over. Paula. Mm, okay. Mm, okay, Paula. Mom is saying we'll stop talking after a year. Okay, mom is talking about a celebration that is coming for you, for your family. She makes me aware of um, there's a celebration coming, and she wants you to know that, um because she loved being family reunions, and it's like she wants you to know she will be there, Paula. Okay, thank you very much to you, Paula, and to your mom. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Mm, your birthday. Yeah. Okay. Happy birthday, Paula. From me as well. Um, okay, Amanda. Hi, Amanda. Amanda Yates. Hi, Amanda. How are you? Hi. That's great, Amanda. What's your question? Do you have a question to ask? You're very welcome, Paula. Thank you to you, and thank you to your mom. Um, please, Amanda. Yeah. Do you have a question to ask, Amanda? Okay, I will pull a card first from the animal oracle deck, and then let's see um, who comes from the spirit world. Okay, we have, okay, Amanda, the canary spirit, sing your own song, sing your own song, which makes makes sense. Okay, let's see, Amanda, who comes through. Okay, Amanda, I have a gentleman with me. Um, who is slowly coming through. I feel this gentleman very, refined. Mm, um, he's dressed smart casual. Um, he's wearing a jumper and trousers, but he's smart casual. And um, I know this gentleman would be, um, you know, undoubtedly educated and well read. Um, he shows me your husband. He shows me himself in his studio, and mm, yeah, he shows me himself in his studio. Um, and your husband is also makes me aware that there's a photograph of him in the way, dressed in the way, and he's showing himself to me. He has one hand in one pocket of the trousers, and he's standing in his studio. That's the photograph that your husband makes me aware of. Um, okay, I feel with this no studio. Okay, so it's me seems to me a studio then. Okay, I know. I feel with your husband a very intelligent man. Um, um, and an intelligent man and talkative. Not. It's a portrait. Okay. Um, not extremely chatty, but you could have with him very interesting conversations. It was not. Um, uh, there wouldn't be boring conversations with him, but very. And I know your husband was a man who was always um, interested in what was happening in the world, and um, what was happening in the world. And now he shows me a newspaper, and but it's not an old newspaper. It feels like every day he would have bought uh, a newspaper, um, to keep him, keep himself. It's something that he liked to do. And also he makes me aware that for him going by the newspaper was also um, an opportunity, um, to be in the community. And your husband makes me aware that he was well known in the community, and especially that he would go always to the same place to buy his newspaper in the morning. And he makes me aware that wouldn't be really early morning, like mid morning. um, but the interaction with he was and let's say in this way, let's put it, an affectionate client, and very esteemed in the community. And Amanda, you would understand also that your husband liked to be in nature. um it was, he makes me, especially, I don't know, this time of the year for him. um I like, your husband make me feel that I like this time of the year. I can be outside more. It's not that colder. And your husband makes me feel let's say, the love for the surroundings. And also your husband makes me aware, I don't feel that I live in a city, um, per se. um, as I said this, your husband, makes me aware, to be, yeah, to be warm outside. And would you also understand that he was not in a city, but not far away from a city. um Not far away from a city. um okay. Your husband as well now, he's showing me the number 20, which I don't think is the, uh, it feels to me more to be the day of a month. And because it's not moving, it is. hmm, the husband makes me aware is this month, April, the 20th of April. Your birthday? Oh, happy birthday to you as well, Amanda. Happy birthday. And you know um it's like your husband is coming, took this opportunity to wish you happy birthday. And also he's saying, don't forget to buy a cake for the both of us. March. Okay, he didn't. Okay, March. Um, okay, because he didn't move from April. Okay. Mm. Amanda, is there any other celebration in April? Because I'm not being shown um, any other month. But anyway, I leave this with you, Amanda. And thank you to you, and thank you to your husband for coming through. Okay, thank you very much. Now, mm, let's see. Mm, you're welcome. You're welcome, Amanda. Hi, Rose. Yeah, I was coming um, to you after. Hi, Rose. How are you? I know there's a delay. Glad to hear, Rose. Glad to hear. Do you have a question, Rose? Yes, I'm fine. Thank you. Amy, I'll come next to you. Okay, Amy Stone. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. Just okay. Okay. Look, what about if we use the good tarot? Hmm? How about that? Let's see on the good tarot. Mm, as everybody knows, I like this deck because this deck, besides, I find it a beautiful deck, and then the intention behind the creation of this deck is giving good news, not giving negative or negative um, bad news or anything. That's why I like using this deck, because there's always something good and something positive. Okay, let's see. Always something positive and good to look up to. Um, okay, okay. You know, I'll show you. I'll show you the cards, Rose. Okay, this is the sun. The sun, the hanged man, and the nine of fire. So, from what I, you know, then again, there's you have free will, Rose, and you can make. your own decisions and change things. Um, you come up in all the three cards in different guises, but it's all you. And I don't see honestly that things are going that bad. Um, mm, absolutely not. Um, Absolutely not, Rose. I don't know. The sun is the most positive card of the tarot, and this is you, and it's all about, Rose. It's all about moving forward, and every time that you become aware of a negative thought, push it away and replace it with a positive. um, um, Rose, I'll tell you what I'm getting here, because can it's really uplifting. It's really uplifting, and what is coming up here is not so doom and gloom. Absolutely not. Um, when you feel like having a negative thought, just replace it with a positive one. um i I see things, moving, even if you are not, at times we are not completely aware of what's happening, and it means that things have to be in this way, and there's a reason for that. But um, you know, um, you keep on moving forward, and again, what is coming up, what I'm getting here, um, there's nothing negative. Absolutely nothing negative, Rose. Mm, um, mm, and there's always, mm, when you feel, what I'm getting as well by looking at the cards. When you feel that way, um, try um, try to meditate. Try to meditate, and you'd see that meditation will help you will help you being more connected with yourself, and will help you with um, mm, being more centered and aligned. And also, I don't know where you live, but if there's a sunny day, go outside, be in the sun. And don't forget, you have the sun and fire here. So, um, Rose, it's all good. Um, it's all good. Changing the perception, how we perceive things, because I talk for myself as well. Changing how we perceive things changes also how we live our everyday life. Okay, Rose, thank you. Now, Amy Stone Amy Stone. Mm, 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 mm. Hi, Amy. How are you? You're very welcome. Hello, Amy. How are you? Okay. Sorry, the thing went blank again. Hi. Okay. If I should continue with. I'm back again. Um. Hi, Angela. Hi. Uh, blueprint mapping. Soul blueprint. Continue doing architectural soul blueprint. Okay. Hmm. Amy, can I ask you a question? Are you doing scientific research as well? Um, because uh, when I read your question, I had um a quick. I was shown like a cell, the nucleus of a cell. Um, strange. The the soul. No. Okay. Soul, soul blueprint. The soul blueprint map, mapping. Mm. Well, Amy, you know, if you're talking about a single soul, you know that the incarnation of a soul is a fraction of the entire soul. Um, it's really a fraction of. So what I would suggest to you, if you're doing this work for yourself and you want to do this for others too, is really to learn how to connect with your soul and then to connect with your higher self, and that would give you, I mean, even connecting with your soul, it will give you your blueprint. But when you connect with your higher self, which is the higher part of your soul, will give you that. Um, I'm getting others say that I'm doing this and more very active in my abilities. I just didn't have. classes or learn from others really on this. Okay, this is quite a complex thing. Again, Amy, what the soul blueprint is mm, is what our purpose, and what what is similar. Okay, what is our soul purpose? So connecting to your soul and connecting to your highest self. It's something that can resemble, your soul blueprint. As I said at the beginning, because the part that we have within is a fraction of the whole. So mm, every time that um, you know, we incarnate, our soul has a purpose, and bring when we go back home. Let's put it this way: we bring back what we learned in this. Why, the reason why the lesson that we needed to learn, that our soul needed to learn, and you know all are useful for the whole of our soul. I hope this is as in the law of one. Uh, I don't know about that, so I won't say, I'm not. I won't talk about and something I don't know about. I would say I don't know. I will look into it. That's for sure. Thank you for uh, mm, bring it to my attention, and um, I hope this is going to be useful. It's not that it's not a lot, Amy, but I hope this is going to be useful to you. Okay. Um, the low one, Amy. The low one. I'll uh, I'll check it out. Maybe it's something I know already, and I didn't know it was the low one. So let's see. But I don't. I'm not saying anything that I'm not sure about. Okay, Amy. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. We are at the end of this hour together. Thank you very much to all of you for joining me this evening, and I hope you'll join again next Saturday, same place, same. Yeah, yes, Amy. Yes, continue with your work, of course. Um, uh, as I was saying, same time, same place. Thank you to Sales for the admin, and I'll see you all next Saturday, hopefully with a new haircut. Bye bye. Take care. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.